Security in MQ is one typical problem that customers struggle with and this starts from when developers either start writing code or improving it to either change message structures or handle how MQ interacts with other systems. And so, because there's quite different number of layers of security or of components in MQ where you can apply security, administrative security, data security, securing the messages, securing the channels or the connection that are done by MQ and to MQ as well. So and these problems will range from either customers trying to do something that requires some extra permissions to be granted on MQ, or they're trying to do something that to fine-grain the level of authority they grant to administrators and developers, just to make sure that the application has enough security to do only what it has to do, and it is able to do that.
Many situations they suffers from are underperformance, performance where usually it comes from not having test enough or having unplanned changes, unreported changes. Sometimes you also have stability problems. And sometimes you have specific setups that they are pretty tough to handle, like those for high availability. We have clusters and things like that. So this is the kind of situations mainly involves me on tickets for Origina.
That's a software which is designed for large telecom company, and usually they underestimate the volume of the data that they are gonna collect, store, and retrieve. And sometimes we are very close to the edge of what a database can do with the extraction and the speed of retrieving the record. And sometimes the customer does not pay attention about that volume, and they collect either way too much data and could not store or handle the volume.
Every piece of software goes through a life cycle. You create the software, and no matter how talented the creators are, there's always something the creators didn't think of. So there's a period right after software gets created when we're getting the bugs out of the software. In terms of WebSphere, that period pretty well played out by 2008. Okay, so now we're 12, 14, 15 years after the last real bug has come out of WebSphere. And what we're really doing is extending the life of somebody's capital investment. WebSphere itself was always meant to be an integration point. It was always meant to be where different pieces of technology came together and formed a coherent whole. So the bugs are out of that system, but the challenge now is adjusting that legacy system to the realities of today's world. There's new devices that have to be integrated. There are new security threats that we have to defend against. So it's taking a working system that represents a very significant capital investment on the part of our customers and helping protect that capital investment, extend that capital investment another 5, another 10 years.